there are many people who are unlawful, illegal immigrants, unlawful people who are living here. And they are completely under fear and frightened. So also there are feelings of franticness, gives you very left-sided mood to this place. Secondly, the people are also very violent. Violent people are very few, but the ones who are frightened of them are many. So because of that, those who are frightened also have another mood of left side. So despite this place which is so active, everything, you feel the left side here more than the right side. First I could not understand what was the reason. But I think people are very insecure, frightened, and also those who are having jobs are also a lot of people insecure about the jobs. Life on the whole is very insecure. They say New York is the most insecure place in the world. When I went to Colombia, I thought there are murders, there are killings every day, 40. But still they said it's less insecure than New York. So I said, why? I said, for a purpose they do. For every poor, there's a union which wants to have more money. And then the manager says no. Then they can go and kill the manager. And the manager kills the laborers. It's like that. But there's some purpose, there's some hatred, there's some reason. But here, anybody can kill anybody. Just for no rhyme and reason. And that's why there's so much of fright and fear. So first of all, I think for people who are working in New York, they should have no fear. Because if you have fears of anything, then you cannot impress on this people. So the main thing you have to do is to decide on this point. If the divine power, which is Param Chaitanya, is doing everything, then we are protected and you should have no fear about anything. All the time if you are under fear, nobody is going to be impressed. So, apart from anything else, first thing is fearlessness. There should be complete fearlessness. It doesn't mean tomfoolery, it doesn't mean boisterousness or anything like that. But it means a kind of peaceful fearlessness. There's a story about Chinese, very interesting. There was a guru, and the king wanted his cocks to go in the arena for a fight, cock fight. So he sent those 2 cocks to the guru to train. And after 1 month he went to fetch the cocks. And he found they were just standing quietly. So he told the guru, how can they fight? He said, it's all right, take it. So he took these 2 cocks and put them in the arena. Now all the cocks tried to fight with them and tried to frighten them. Nothing happened, I'm just standing there. So these cocks started wondering what's the matter. They are not fighting, they are not sitting back in their own silent speech. Afterwards, all the cocks ran out, just flew. That's how they won the space. In the same way, we have to be. Let people attack, let people do what they like. Nothing is going to happen if you have that sense of security. So the first thing that is needed is the sense of security, so that we are not just the same as others are. We are not just the same as other American people in New York are. We are different. We are people who are universal. There are people who are secure, there are people who are righteous, who are virtuous and protected by this culture. So they have to see that difference. They have to see these are very different. They are not just the same. If you behave in the same manner as they behave, if you talk in the same manner as they do, if you have the same kind of apprehensions, then how will they be impressed? But you have to have some different personality which will show that these are something solid. That serenity, that dignity, and that sense of security must be expressed in your life. Every day. See, you are going to office. Everybody is hurrying up. Everybody is mad. Going crazy. Don't just watch. Like I have seen myself. When you have to go to the airport, when everybody's muscles start to see twitching. I have to go. They are all mad. So I am going. You are not going. So take it easy. Everybody is planning. Well, I am going, you are not going. Still. And they are so nervous. In that nervousness, they push something here, something there. And then ultimately they'll find they're forgotten. They couldn't. So that nervousness has to go. After all, at the most, what will you? At the most you will be playing. Other than that, alright, and at the most, what is going to happen to our life? We are going to die. We are going to die like this. So, if you have this kind of tranquil atmosphere around you, people will be surprised. But how is it they are so tranquil? How is it they can bear it while we get so upset? This is one side of SahajaYoga's character. That he's at peace with himself. If anybody says anything, they'll be alright. Even if they're angry or say anything harsh, there's no need to shout it back. But also, that doesn't mean that with heart. You should be dynamic. You should be absolutely dynamic. But in that dynamism, your compassion should be. To express your compassion also, you need lots of dynamism. It's a thing I've experienced myself. And to express my compassion, I have to be very dynamic. Also, not only dynamism, but also to be extremely wise. If I have to deal with you individually, or if I have to deal with the whole community, or any problem is there, I have to do it in such a way that it doesn't break anything and it just flowers. So this kind of a wisdom we have, and the responsibility that you have to be responsible about. You have to be responsible about yourself. The rest of the thing is alright. Just you are responsible about yourself, matured enough and wise enough, talking to anyone, having communication with anyone. You have to understand that it has to be in such a way that the person feels your sincerity and that you communicate. You communicate with others. You are not afraid of communicating. You should not be shy of communication. Go anywhere, talk to him. That's what I saw now, this new year. Is one thing I was telling you about. See now, he is not a Portuguese, he's married a Portuguese stuff. But he just rushed to his place, Brasilia. There he went and found out the cultural thing, this, that, knocked at 10 doors. Ultimately found a way to answer. He got hold of it. And then he organized the whole thing. And you'll be surprised in a place like Brasilia, which is absolutely unknown to me. I did not know also that they have changed their capital. Then I find about 1,000 people sitting in a very big hall. It's all done by this boy who just said no to dash at this person, dash at another person, did everything and brought them. So this is what is why you have to understand. And if we can see the importance of Sahaja, then we work it out. That is much more important than meditating all the time. There are people who meditate for 3 hours. I don't know what you can do. Maybe 10 minutes or something. We haven't got time even to meditate now. This is what it is. If you realize this, that we have to. Why are you meditating? For what? Be tired. Or why are you just for meditation? Say you are meditating? Why? Why are you developing your personality? Why are you evolving? For what? Just to meditate. Something much more. Much more. You see, it is like having a, supposing we come to this place, for what? To see that. We come here and sit down nicely meditating, and who's going to see that? So meditation is alright, but it's just for a purpose. What your ascent? Ascent in these modern times is not for yourself. You are not in the Himalayas, you are among people. You have to say, work hard. And you know how much your mother works. So work very hard. And you should also try to accept. Another question is that money-wise, also people are miserly. That's what I'm going to this will never pay. You should not be miserly. Whatever it is, sit out. Next morning you'll pay double amount. You'll get double amount. I promise. So we've had so many experiences. This Dolio had a very little money. With that he went there, Brazil, did everything, came to receive me and just by before coming he got such a big contract to build a hotel for $5 billion. $5 billion? Million. What like that? So this is what one has to understand. Too much calculations all the time about money, how to do, how to work it out. Then so once you start thinking of what I can do for you, after all, you see, you are not paying to the guru, you are not paying to this, but you have to pay for a certain purpose. If you have to pay for a house, you have to pay for this or that. You should be generous. Generosity pays very well. And all those who have been generous must have seen difference. But this miserliness is very wrong. The second thing is that, see, the people who are managing money are extremely honest. Of course, we had some dishonest people, they have gone up. What can we do? But they are extremely honest and they are managing money very well. They are doing everything under my control. One should not doubt about it. Some people have a habit, what now is money, all their money. Not a single pie that you are spending is selling is wasted. Ask such a question is wrong. I think it's blasphemy. It's absolute blasphemy. One should not ask questions which are not your domain. So there are certain things one has to understand. How far to go. It's not a shop, it's not an organization, it's not a corporation, it's a body. It's a body together. And whatever you are spending, where it goes, what it goes. So supposing now you have a heart. Blood goes to the heart and it goes to the brain. The job of the heart is to take the blood to the brain. The brain has to see to the all nervous system. If the brain starts asking the heart starts asking the liver. You have to trust all of them. If you, of course, sometimes it's possible that one part is sick, all right, remove that or do something about it or repair it. But you should not keep on asking what happens there, who is there, this is there. This is a sign you are not collective at all. In the collective, you are just like in the sea. You should not go as leaders what. Actually, sometimes I'm amazed. Some people are so generous, like Bridget. She paid for the whole of my tour. She says, I don't want to buy anything anymore, but I just go to every part that I have for this. And her husband doesn't give it. It's from her father, whatever money she gives. She's not bothered about her future, she's not bothered about buying it. Of course, when I discovered it, I said, now we have to arrange that. But such a great thing to see that without any reward, without anything, he secretly did the whole thing. Suddenly I discovered. And the last but not the least is the communication between all of them. No leader should think they are beyond. This was a very big mistake. And leaders have a habit to think they are very important people and they cannot talk to them. Very important, they have no time for it. That's a very big fault, and that one should not do at all. You are the most unimportant person as far as communication is concerned. It's like telephone saying that I cannot communicate. You are there for communication. That's your job. You are there only for communication, nothing else. You have no other purpose as a leader. Because I can communicate through the leader to other people, that's why you are there. And if you have no communications with others, you are absolutely good for nothing. So the leader should tell them, talk to each other, find out. Should tell them, say, what we are going to do now, this is a puja, let us do together, Nothing should be decided arbitrarily. We want to buy these, we want to send this present, we want to send this message, how to do. This is the way it will go. And the communication should be absolutely. I mean, we have so many surgeries, but I know most of them. When if there's a new one, now I met some of. But still, I get their photographs, I know them, I must know all of them, who they are, what. So you have to know who are those, what are their problems are, how they are carrying on, everything. And the communication should be complete. Now, the communication should be like in America. Now, Karan is your leader. Karan has to see everyone. He must know all of you. He must know all your problems. And he should be in complete contact with you. Anytime anybody telephones, he should not say, I'm his son. He is to be available. That's why only the communication can be established. It's like, let's say, the telephone exchange. It will be very simple. The telephone exchange doesn't get hit in the head, does it? That I am the leader. And if you have no time, then you are not a leader. If you have no communication, you are not. But the communication is the main point, which is lacking in a place like New York, in a place like other places here, which is absolutely absurd because New York or San Diego or LA or any place, they are part and parcel of Shuddhi. And Shuddhi is for communication. We shake hands, we give vibrations, everything. So if you are not good at communication, it's not good. Also among yourselves. You must have communication, you must know about each other, you must write to them. Now some people are in mail, go and see them, call them sometime. You must know their birthdays, you must send them some wishes. I mean, there are people who don't even send me wishes, leave alone anybody else. So you have to send good wishes to them, we should ask them. When there are poems, they write beautiful poems to me, they should be circulated. We should know what's going on. It's like one body. We should know about it. It's whatever is happening, who's doing what is their experiences, your experiences. And there's another thing which I started, which is absolutely typically in suggesting that we are at Shuddhi because we have started this river. I would say that let it be treated. Let them do it now. He's there, he will not come here. I'll go. So now the school prison started. Imagine. In the community. If you find anything wrong, any activity you think is wrong or anything, instead of jumping about it, see, you may write to the editor, you may write to the people that I think this could have been this one. But don't have a critical eyes. Sahaja-yogis have to give up critical eyes completely about it. Because we see all the small things with others and make ourselves wisdom. As Christ has said, that you don't see such a big beam in your eyes. That's what absolutely is there. In communication, we should see the good points of others. And the better part of it, that when you start seeing the good points of others, we imbibe. It's so sweet, to see something sweet about others. And something very cute. Somebody very this thing, you see this person has this quality, some person has this quality. It's something so joy. Joy is the only word we have. But you feel as if you really enjoyed the person, as if you eat some good food, you enjoy it. You see something beautiful, you enjoy it. You smell something, you enjoy it. Now you have one more. What do you call that? A sense organ. That sense organ is vibrations. Once you feel the good vibrations of other people, just do them. But supposing there's something wrong with you, you should not abhor that person. You are a group, you don't come with these. There's no business this way to talk to each other. You are no good, you better not come. You are absolutely useless, you don't do this, you don't do that. This is not the way. Then you discourage others. Also, if somebody wants to do something, supposing a new person, I can do like this. I can go to the newspaper, I can work it out. No, not. It is not proper. Keep it open. Keep your heart. Keep yourself. Whatever somebody wants to do, alright, go ahead, do it. Well, what is there to be cautious? What is going to happen to us at the most? Supposing somebody says, I'm going to the newspaper. Alright, go ahead. They're not going to arrest you. What are they going to do to you? When we are cautious, we should know what's going to happen in that. Supposing he does something, what is going to happen? So only you have to change your attitude towards yourself and towards others. And it will be very simple to understand. Very simple. Anybody asks me anything, I said, alright, go ahead. Go ahead. Like they said, we have puja. I said, go ahead. And having puja on the lake, what is going to go wrong? What's going to go wrong? At the most, supposing the boat topples down. That will not, because you are doing puja. But supposing, God sweet. So, in everything you take it as a fun. It's a fun. Yoga is a fun. If you develop that attitude about everyone, about everything, if you give up your criticizing is the worst of all. If you start criticizing others, then it can never work. And then, last of all, is meditation. Don't do that, don't do this, don't do this. This can go to the general rule is there, we are all Sahaja-yogis, doesn't matter. Well, supposing I trust this, possibly I'll make a sound better. So alright. but we are not supposed to do this, I'll walk like this. I mean, after all, you are a body, something will happen. So one should take a very, very liberal view of the whole thing and take it aloud. And the keynote of SahajaYoga is compassion. Keynote of SahajaYoga is compassion, and the expression of compassion is the only way you can communicate. No other. You can keep this in mind, and I'm sure you'll understand. Just have to show your compassion. Just imagine, I'm not so worldly wise, so many things. When I'm not good at so many things. But there's one thing I'm good at, is to communicate my love. I mean, you people have just seen me. Maybe some of you will shake their hands. You all love me. Why? I love you. And you know that. In the same way, if you love someone, you won't say harsh things. You won't say anything to upset anyone. And gradually, if you have to say also, you say it in such a beautiful manner that that person can take. That person can understand. Because most precious thing is the love which you not know between the two persons and between all. No love should be lost. At any cost. Some people have a habit of saying something sarcastic all the time, something funny all the time. Convert it into something very interesting. Like if you have a habit of saying something sarcastic, make that joke at yourself. Make fun of yourself. And at others, you will start saying something. I think we have to learn this culture. We have to learn this Sahaja mannerism, which is very sweet.